Okay, so we're joined by, will I let you introduce yourself?
I'm Charlotte. I studied at Loughborough College in 2014. I went on and did a school sports teaching apprenticeship, and now I'm doing my university degree through the college.
And the reason we're talking today, Charlotte, is really around your officiating, your refereeing. So do you want to talk about what kind of level referee you're at, where you've been at, and what you've refereed and run the line on?
So I'm level 5 referee, so that's county level. So the levels go from 9 to 1, 1 being like your FIFA. I've been refereeing for 6 seasons now. I ran the line last season on the WSL Academy Play Final, and that was between Liverpool women and Bristol women. And then I was asked to do the Grenfell charity game, so that was ex-England All-Stars. So like Casey Stoney ran past me, and I had to flag offside. So that was quite a nice thing to do.
Was she offside?
Yeah.
She was offside, yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, I like that. The conviction there. Yeah, that's fine. So how did you get into refereeing and officiating then?
I started off coaching football, and the head coach at the club just asked me, "Do you fancy earning a bit of money doing some reffing?" She referees herself. So I was like, "Yeah, why not?" I was 16, so 20 quid every weekend wasn't too bad.
Yeah. And who do you kind of look up to in the professional game then towards referees and officiating? Who's kind of like your idol and looking towards?
I have quite a few, to be honest. Rebecca Welsh is a big one. Obviously, she's flown through both the male pathway and the female pathway, but also people like Lucy Oliver, because she's obviously had a lot of abuse just from being a female.
Yeah.
But she's obviously like worked alongside her husband to be able to get to where she is.
Yeah. So with officiating then, so what are the key skills you think like makes a good official?
100% communication. I find, especially when I referee Sunday League, you've got to talk to them like a child. It's got to be really basic language. You've got to have a bit of empathy. Like you just, they change as soon as they cross that white line, they go onto the pitch and everything's about football. They don't care about anything else. They want to win the game. So you've also got to understand that. And it's just, I just talk to them all the time. And just, even when the games stop, you just ask, "Oh, what do you do as a job?" Just to get to know them. So you like breaking the barriers down.
Yeah. So what's the good things about being a referee, an official, and the bad things then? What would you like to say about your roles?
Good things, I would say travel. So obviously I've refereed pretty much all over England. I've refereed in America and Germany. So I've been able to get connections from, like, when I went to America, there was people from all around the world. So now I've got contacts in different countries. So free place to stay when I'm on holiday. And also it's nice to understand their way of refereeing, because like the German way of refereeing was completely different to the English refereeing when I was over there. The negatives, I would say you kind of have to plan your days around training. So it's like say if you have a game on a Saturday, that Monday to Friday, you're training pretty much every day. And then you do have to give up a lot of family time. So when there's like a big family gathering, I'm like, I've got a game. And I just see it. I can see my family anytime, and they want me to referee. And I normally go and see them after the game anyway. So, yeah.
So with refereeing, obviously you started out a journey. What could learners do now who are 16, 17, thinking about getting into officiating or being a referee? What could they do to kind of start that pathway?
I would say like just go down to mini soccer games, so under 8s. You might find it's a bit boring, but it's actually really rewarding being able to coach the players, because at that level, you've got to tell them, "Oh, that's your own player. You need to pass to this colour and tackle these people." And it starts off, you get £15 sometimes from clubs. And then if you attach yourself to a club like I did, where I started coaching for them as well, they can pay for your course and you can referee all their home games. And it's just better than a coach or a parent reffing it. Because if you have the kit on, everybody believes you.
Yeah. So what's your kind of like future plans then within officiating and refereeing? We spoke earlier about maybe going to America. Is that something that's still a passion for you, or is it to work here and try and get through the WSL, the Premier League? What's your kind of like overall goals?
In the next season, I want to get up to level 4. So then that means like the FA will have control over me, and I won't really do many county games. So I'll be travelling a lot more. But I mainly want to travel and referee just to understand how other people live. And it's really rewarding, like going to America and doing the tournament over 2 weeks, and just meeting new people, and then coming back over to England and sharing the development ideas to help others here that are starting out.
So I remember back in 2014, we had you was in my group and we chatted, and you said one of your goals was to be the first female referee at an FA Cup final. Is that still a goal?
I think reality's hit me. Obviously, I've hit some barriers on the way. Like I've had 2 surgeries, so I've had to like slow down a bit and just think, right, okay, life doesn't go that quick. We need to slow down. But I now have to think about, do I want to go down the career line of being in the middle or running the line? At level 2, you have to choose.
Yeah.
At the minute, I don't know. So I think I'm going to go with the flow, but still break down my goals a little bit more.
Yeah. So then, last question, Charlotte. So if you could go back to 2014 and go and sit next to Charlotte in one of my lessons, what advice would you give her?
I would say just kind of go and do things. Don't hesitate. So I think I didn't have a lot of confidence, but if I had that little bit more confidence, I would have just gone out and done everything. And definitely talk to people more. Get those like contacts up quickly, and then you'll be able to build relationships throughout.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Charlotte.
Thank you.